So this is the title of this one says Democrats raise antitrust concerns over Compass Anywhere merger. Senators Elizabeth Warren and Ron Wyden asked the DOJ and FTC to thoroughly investigate the pending deal, which they say would entrench existing antitrust and price manipulation concerns. To be honest, that's an extreme kind of position because again, you've got to make the assumption that Compass is like every other company out there, that agents are employees at that point, and Compass has the ultimate control of what those agents do, right? So what they're failing to realize here in this is that we have autonomy. We are agents. We all run our own businesses technically as far as individual contractors are concerned. If there's too much pressure on the way we want to do business from some corporate company like Compass or anywhere, then we have the ability to pack our bags and then move. So they're making an assumption that because that Compass is acquiring data, that then means what we're going to do as far as antitrust and pricing goes along with that. And that's pretty far leap. That's a pretty far leap, in my opinion. That would be my opinion, but that's not my experience in 20 years in real estate. You are dealing with some of the most independent, hardworking people that scrutinize their business. And trust me when I say that they're going to scrutinize this if they have too much pressure coming in from like a corporate entity. They would bail fast. So there's a balancing act even internally inside of brokerages that this statement doesn't really address. It says two prominent Democrats have some serious bones to pick with the proposed $1.6 billion merger of real estate brokerage giants Compass and Anywhere, claiming the deal threatens to stifle consumer choice and fair industry competition. Democratic Senators Elizabeth Warren and Ron Wyden are asking federal antitrust regulators to thoroughly investigate the pending deal, which they claim would entrench existing antitrust and price manipulation concerns that have been at the center of mounting litigation. Look, I have no problem with government coming in and scrutinize certain big acquisitions like this that does have a large percentage of an industry being consolidated under one roof. I think that's fine, right? Investigate away as long as you're unbiased in your investigation, no problem. I have no problem with that. Seek the truth, make sure it's all above board, and then back off. But government oversight, where they come in and scrutinize, companies doing what they've always done, I think that could be a very slippery slope. So as long as it's fair and balanced, no problem. But if they start injecting their own opinions and kind of what their thoughts are, not based on the truth, that's where I'm going to be paying attention. That's where I'm going to be pushing back just a little bit to say what is actually going on here, because you have to make the argument that Compass controls everything that happens underneath that brand. And that, to be honest, is not how it's going to go down, especially if you're part of the Anywhere company. You already know how that structure works. And the same thing that this has happened before, multiple times. This is not the first time that the Anywhere network has been bought out by other people. So